Asia look overall to them, especially coming back from her injury?
I thought Asia, Shantae, and Tia all looked great. I was really excited for all three of them. Shantae, conditioning-wise, because she hadn't been able to go full go the entire practice every day, is a little bit behind. But, I thought she pushed through a lot today. She played 17 minutes. She goes 2-2 from the free throw line, which is an area that I was excited to see. But, yeah, I was pleased with all of them.
What was your biggest concern as far as Asia coming back and how she would look physically?
Well, just trying to make sure she was physically in shape. She looked good. She rebounded the ball extremely well, shot the ball well. Just trying to continue to challenge her to know what shots are best. She thinks she's Reggie Miller out there. She hits 1-3, and all of a sudden she's gonna fire up the second one. You got Shoney wide open on the wing. Those are the areas that I'm trying to get her to understand. The first one's a good shot just because everybody was guarded. The second one, there's a reason you're wide open. They want you to shoot that. When you've got arguably one of your best three-point shooters open, you got to be able to make that next pass. But I was really pleased with how hard she played. I thought she did a great job.
What do you take away from a blowout like this?
Well, it's not necessarily, we're not concerned about the score of the game. I was just more excited with how hard we competed for 40 minutes. Instead of starting to just play sloppy and just know what the score is, I thought we did a nice job of continuing to defend, continuing to push the basketball. We executed well. For the most part, in the second half, we tried to run a lot more sets just to get some game time with that, some game experience. But, everybody had the opportunity to play. Obviously, that's not the way it's going to be the entire year. But when you get that opportunity, you want to try and do that.
When you talk about execution, you guys didn't have your first turnover, I think, until 2 minutes left in the half. Is that kind of indicative?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. I really wasn't pleased with the last 6 minutes of the game because at one point in time we had 30 assists to 1 turnover, and we end up 33 assists to 8. So we had 3 assists to 6 turnovers the last 7.5 minutes of the game. That's what we have to cut out.
I heard you say one time about one of the rules. You said you like the rules. Do you like all the new rules they're implementing this year?
Yeah, for the most part, it's fine. They've added one where if you call a timeout, the first timeout, the second half, if it's within 30 seconds of your upcoming media, it's going to substitute for your media timeout. So if you call a timeout with 16:10, even though you're calling a 30, it's going to count as a media. So you can't call them back to back. You aren't going to get a timeout with 16:04 in the first half, and then the next dead ball gets your under 16 media timeout too. So it's going to kind of speed up the game some and keep the flow going.
You use full court pressure. I assume you like the 10-second rule.
Yeah, 10-second rule is great. It's good and bad though, because you're sitting there. Some teams we play, we press, not trying to get a steal because I know they're going to throw the ball back and forth. Now, when they get it in the front court, they've only got 14 or 15 seconds to run an offense. Now they have to push it in transition. They got to get it across. So, it's good sometimes and bad others.
You spoke for a long time to the Pikeville team. Can you reveal what you what you were saying to them and why you did that?
Yeah, sure. No, their head coach, Joanna Burnaby, we coached together in Maryland. We were both assistants when we had the opportunity to win a national championship there in 2006, and that's why they came up here. We had talked on the phone. She wanted the opportunity to come up here and play an exhibition game, and I thought it'd be great. And, just wanted to make sure kids knew. I was impressed with how some of them competed. Really, I think number 11 just really went out there and competed hard. She's strong. She got after it. And that's really what I told them. I said, don't worry about the score of this game. You just played against a team that competed for a national championship. You turned off, 5 starters, with 4 of them played, and 3 other kids came back from injury. The thing about our team, we don't have, it's not like there's 3 people I can throw in at the end of a game that's bad. And I'm not going to expect them to not play hard. It's not acceptable. So no matter what the score is, whoever's out there, they're going to play.